Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Mikey's back with a snuff review. I'm kind of excited to try this one. This is a snuff. I have had it before, but I have not tried this snuff since probably the late 90s to early 2000s. Yeah, it's been a while. Today, Gawith Silver Snuff. Now, if memory serves me correctly, this is a cola scented snuff, like a soda type cola. Anyway, on the front, just Gawith Silver Snuff, 3 stars, with the obligatory German warning label. Yeah. This was on the back here. More stuff written in German. Why? Because it's made by these guys. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to pronounce this because my German sucks. Sorry, my German friends. My German sucks. I believe, I keep saying this is like partial. I think it's partial. I was listening to Matt over at Snooze at Home, and he pronounces it kind of like a partial, which would make sense because the O has the little dotty things on there, so it's more like a U sound to us Americans, so it would be partial. Or, yeah, partial, I guess. Close enough. You know what I mean. This is a 10 gram tap tin, the obligatory warning label, and not a whole lot else on there. Now, these guys make some of my favorite snuffs. Now, I have not had this since late 90s, maybe very early 2000s. Why? Well, because back then, I frequented a cigar shop up in Anchorage, Alaska. And for a few months, I worked at said cigar shop part-time. Let me get the little tap, pull the cap off the tap tin. And that was back when you could still bring in and sell snuff in smoke shops. It's pretty difficult to do these days. The IRS and stuff like that doesn't like it. And, we had 3 different kinds. We had Gawith Original, Gawith Silver, and then I believe it was the President was the other one they had, which I think it might be an Azona brand now. But I think back then it was Gawith President. I don't remember. Older German fellow would come in once a week, and he would buy a tin, and he would just rotate through which one he was buying. He was like the only customer who was buying snuff. And one day, curiosity got the better of me, and I'm like, man, what is this stuff, and how do you take it? Because I didn't have a clue at the time. And he's like, oh, sure, here, let me show you. Or German accent. I would sound like Minnesota. And so he actually had some of this in his pocket. He pulled it out. No, put your fingers out like that. Okay. He tapped some on the fingers. He's like, snort it. I'm like, what? Snort it. Hold it up and you go, like you're sniffing a flower. And that's what I did. And, yep, this is cola. Definitely a cola snuff. Yeah, he would either put it on the back of his hand or hold 2 fingers out and put it on there. Good. There's numerous ways you can take snuff. I like putting it on the back of my hand, or I do what a lot of guys call a boxcar. You just curl your index finger around your thumb, dump a little snuff in the hole there. Some people put it on the 2 fingers here. And if you look at historic records, a lot of ladies back in the day would put some on their thumb. You look at some of the illustrations of Victorian women snuffing. Snuff was popular with women back then. And a lot of them are like shoving their thumbs up their nose. And actually, Purcell's, they had like a tobacco lexicon they put out 3 or 4 years ago. And in it had a couple illustrations on how to take snuff. And the 2 that it demonstrated was the back of the hand and the 2 fingers. Those were the 2 they had illustrated in their booklet. Completely written in German, so you have to translate unless you can read German, which I cannot. I can pick out some words because there's enough German and English crossover, but yeah. But anyway, this stuff has a nice, refreshing, kind of a sweet cola aroma to it. Very light. If it has a, actually, let me take it again. If there's menthol in there, it's light. Light, if it's a merry kiss of menthol. But I'm getting sweetness and I'm getting that cola-esque aroma. This is a very easy to take snuff. The nicotine on this I would call light to moderate. It's not overbearing. It's kind of like maybe a high on the lighter scale to low on the moderate scale, somewhere in that area. I'm getting a little bit of nose tingle, slight burn because I just snorted in a nice big chunk right there. All in all, really good snuff. Let me get you a picture here. Before I spill it all over the desk. Nice, fluffy, decent moisture content. All in all, yeah, I think there is a little bit of menthol in here. Either that, or since this is the first tobacco I've had today, the tobacco is clearing out my sinuses. Whoo! Yeah, making my eyes water. But yeah, it's just like you're sniffing a flower, trying to get a nice aroma out of a bouquet of flowers. That's about as much force as you want to put in on sniffing this stuff. Yeah, but that old German guy, what was his name? I think it was Herschel. I want to say Herschel. Herschel, or he just went by Harold. I don't remember which. Started with an H. But yeah, he introduced me to snuff. And, I'll never forget that. Dumped it on there. Snort it. What? Snort it. Here, you take it and put it up there, and just like you're smelling flowers, just snort it. Oh, okay. And yeah, this is one of the very first snuffs I ever tried, if not the first. And then I moved on to the Gawith Original, which is a mentholated apricot. And then the President, which I don't remember what it is. And from there, I placed a couple of online orders way back in the day and dabbled around for a bit. But yeah, snuff brings back some good memories for me. Working in that cigar shop was fun. And plus, I got to sample the product. We get a new cigar in, the owner's like, here, take one, take one, take one. His theory was, if you hadn't smoked it, how can you sell it? So yeah, every time we got a box of cigars in, the 3-4 people who worked there, we all got a free cigar out of it, which was nice. And we had pipe tobacco and snuff. Did not have snus. Didn't have any snus back then. I was oblivious to what snus was until probably about 10 years ago. But yeah, all in all, Gawith Silver. It's got a sweet cola aroma to it. Very easy to take. Very light menthol in there. Just enough to clear them sinuses. It's a nice, moist, mid-grind. Easy to take. It's a good beginner snuff. It's a good all-day snuff. And if you guys have been snuffing for years, like that German fella, I know he was, and he was going through a tap 10 a week or more. So he would come in every week, sometimes twice, and he would just rotate through the different ones, get a different one, and yeah, that was his thing. Anyway, enough of the trip down memory road. I can't even talk this morning. I'm so stinking tired. Anyway, if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I do have a couple of links down below. One is for the Patreon page. That's where all my stuff is going these days. I am still putting stuff on YouTube. Patreon is my backup measure if and when YouTube decides to start shutting down tobacco channels again. They don't necessarily shut them down. They just demonetize them, which doesn't really bother me because I'm not really monetized yet. So, whatever. But yeah, anyway, Patreon's there as a backup. It's nice to have, don't put all your eggs in one basket. It would be a shame to have, close to 300 videos and just have them poof one day. So I have them on Patreon, and I got a nice, big, thick USB drive that right now I back up all my videos onto that as well. So as long as Patreon doesn't go down, YouTube doesn't go down, and my house doesn't catch fire, I still have all of these videos on record. Anyway, I will catch you all later with another snooze, snuff, dip, chew, or alternate product review. Until then, y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. And I will catch you on the flip side. Take care.